everybody, and welcome back to another Pinal Prep Spotlight brought to you by Jones Ford Buick GMC, your hometown dealer for more than 50 years. Well, we only have a couple weeks left in the regular season for our spring sports, and you know what? We're thinking we're going to kind of give you guys a beyond mid-season recap at this point, just how some of our local teams are doing in both baseball and softball. Kicking things off, we're going to talk about our baseball teams, those who are doing good, and some of our biggest surprises so far. David, what do you got?
Well, I'm going to go over to two teams that I think are going to be at the top of the list whenever we talk about our great baseball teams here in the county. And the first one that comes to mind is Post and Butte. This team is they're undefeated at 11-0, and they are absolutely stacked. They can hit really well, multiple players with an OPS over 1,000, and not only can they do that, they can back it up on the pitcher's mound as well. Team ERA of 1.46. That is really good production on the pitcher's mound, so they can only score a lot of runs. They can also keep runs off the board against them, so that's a really great aspect right there. And this team is built with a strong senior core. They have some underclassmen prospects that are going to be able to take them out to the future, but to me, this is the year they have to win. They have 9 seniors on this roster, so after this year, they're going to have a lot of rebuilding to do with those underclassmen and juniors that are still on this team right now, but they're also going to have to find more talent. So to me, this is the team. This is the year that they have to go for it all. And with this great senior core, so they're really going to have to get it going. And for me, the biggest storyline, which leads into my second baseball team, it's going to be Post and Butte versus Vista Grande at the end of the year to really see who comes out with that 4A Black Canyon region championship. Vista Grande has done really well. Only 2 losses on the year. They lost to Casa Grande, like we spoke about previously, but this team is still really good, and they have really good potential here with a lot of great guys. So it's really going to be a fun battle to see who comes out of the 4A Black Canyon region between Post and Butte and Vista Grande. The last 2 games for each of these teams are going up against each other at the end of the year, so that one's going to be a really fun series to watch, and we'll see who comes out on top.
All right, so back when we first started our spring sports show, we gave you guys our top 3 teams, and we spoke about Vista Grande and Post and Butte, and also CG Union. But I feel like by focusing on those 2 teams and all the success they've had in the past couple of years, we kind of overlooked our 3A South Central region. And to me, 3 teams in this region are really surprising me so far. We have ALA Ironwood, who is currently leading the region with a 4-0 record. And then we also have Florence and Santan Foothills. So far, all 3 teams are ranked in the AIA Power Rankings. Santan Foothills, although they are kind of towards the bottom, they're still making a lot of noise. For ALA Ironwood, I got to talk about their guy, Ashton Tepmayer. Not only is he getting it done in the batter's box, but also on the pitching mound. So far, 36 innings pitched, 63 strikeouts, a 4.08 ERA. Yeah, that's a little high. However, opponents are only batting .150 against him. And then for Santan Foothills, they are a very young team, and a couple of years ago when they were still in 2A, yeah, they made that deep postseason run and battled for the state title, but since making that jump to 3A, it's taken a little getting used to, but I think, the Sabercats have finally found their groove in this 3A conference, and a big reason for that is junior Roy Kimball Martin. So far, he's batting .425, 16 RBI, 13 extra base hits. 5 of those are home runs. So look for these Sabercats and ALA Ironwood, to make some noise, not just in the region. They still have a couple games left, but also overall once the playoffs start. Transitioning over to softball, David, what teams do you have your eye on right now?
Well, first I want to talk about Santa Cruz in the 2A region, and this team is just really fun to watch. I mean, they're very young. They have a lot of freshmen and sophomores, and not only are they young, they're really good at softball. They're just a really great team. They're currently on a 9-win streak right now. They are just doing really well. They're coached very well by Andrea James, and this team is just really, I think this is the year that they could do it all and win freshmen again. They've had success in the past, but it's just kind of been a little bit rough for them since I believe 2008 was the last year they won a region championship. But so it's been a while, but this team is really, really good. And for me, in my opinion, Tatiana Reyes is one of the best young softball players we have in the county. She's only a freshman, but she pitches really well. She can hit for both contact and power, and the rest of the lineup can do that as well. This team is very, very fast. They're very powerful as well, so that's a great combination to have. They're great on defense. This team can really do it all, and I think with the coaching staff that they have in place, as well as just their energy and they're able to have fun, but also they know when to turn it on. And when they turn it on big. So I really like this team. I like their chances going up in the 2A region and just seeing where they land. So I think this team could really have a serious, implications of where they go toward the year and win a championship again and hold up that trophy at the end of the year. And then my other team is, I talked about Post and Butte baseball. Post and Butte softball is just as good as well. The Westover sisters have done a great job. Their father is the head coach there as well. So, the legacy continues, and this team is just really, really strong and really, impact and ready to get going. And I think their eyes are clearly set on winning a championship. They've been close in the past, but I think this is the year they could really compete for it. So it's really awesome to see both the baseball and softball team in Post and Butte performing really well, as well as Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz's softball team is, like I said, really good, and I really like what they're going so far.
All right, so I have to keep it in the 3A conference for my first softball team, and I have to talk about ALA Ironwood. So far, they have a 9-2 regular season record, and we have to talk about their junior pitcher in Ella Verdeen. Now, her numbers so far in the circle are absolutely ridiculous. A 1.78 ERA in 82 2/3 innings pitched. She's only allowed 21 runs, 21 walks, and has 112 strikeouts. They still have to go up against Thatcher in back-to-back games starting this week and then next week. But after that, I think the Warriors are in a very solid position to not only make a deep playoff run, but also host a couple games, being one of the top seeds. My second softball team is Maricopa. Now, this is a big surprise for me, given the many coaching changes that the Rams have had the past couple of years. This year is no different. Another new head coach. However, they are currently ranked around number 19 in the 6A conference with an 8-4 record. And a big reason for that is sophomore Emily Peters, .56 batting average, 35 RBIs, 15 doubles so far for this sophomore. And as a team, the Rams are batting .456. This week and next week, the Rams do have two tough matchups coming against Chandler Basha and Tucson, two top 10 teams in the 6A conference. So this is really going to test them. Are they ready to make that playoff push complete against these other state title contenders? So we're going to have to wait and see what this really young Rams team can do. David, is there anything else you want to add?
I'm just really looking forward to the end of this year, both baseball and softball. We got a lot of really good teams here, and I think there's going to be some serious competition when it comes to playoff times in both 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, all of our teams that are arranged in that area. So we're going to be really busy here watching all these baseball, softball teams go at it, and it's going to be fun towards the end of the year.
Real quickly, I do have to add, we're not trying to ignore our 1A teams. Our 1A teams in softball have been tremendous. We have 3 of them ranked in the top 10. San Manuel is the top seed, Superior number 3, and Ray is number 6. So once these teams come a little closer playing out here in Phoenix, we are definitely going to be out there getting you guys some coverage. So as always, be sure to check out Pinal Central for all of your local sports coverage, and check us back next week.